feet 5'4", nothing to a giant. Waited my turn, call it perfect time and trust the most high. Got the stars aligning, I was tapped in. I've been strategizing, dreams coming true. I've been fantasizing while you criticize. Pay attention to the signs, symbolize. Feel like a legend, they go idolize. Ayy, I'm a hero, wear my cape. Independent leader made a way. I'm the people's voice, hip parade. Stuck to my pace, the turtle in the race. There's trophies on trophies, views from the townscape. Change is great, break, then I had to skate. God told me time to go elevate. Chosen child, I'm the champ, now not a featherweight. Man, I'm so blessed, I just meditate. Peace of mind, that's what you get when you out the way. By any means, I just listen what Malcolm say. Studied the game, I'm a student, learned every day. Stacking my bucks and I'm not talking Tampa Bay. Running the game, feel like first in the relay. Hand me my medal, took it to new levels. All gas on the pedal, not stagnant, cause settle now. Yeah, hey, we see you very soon. This what I'm here to do. Here to inspire you. We headed to the moon. Look, yeah, I'm living proof. About to blast off like zoo. We about to take the roof.
We have a liftoff.
We headed to the moon.
I'm Ethan Stimson. I'm the son of Troy and Dana Stimson. I plan to attend South Dakota State University for aviation.
I'm Kira Reppy. I'm number 24. I'm the daughter of Joey and William, and after high school I plan to attend the University of Jamestown in Jamestown, North Dakota.
Jake Root, number 28, son of Jill Helvick and Ryan Root. Plans after high school or take a gap year.
My name is Grady Bodsword, number 25.
Number 11, Quinton Jorgensen. My parents are Tana and Tyler Jorgensen. After high school, I plan to attend Mitchell Tech for electrical construction.
My name is Jeff Van Gilder, number 4. My parents are Melissa and Scott Simon. And my plans after high school are to go to a tech college for heavy equipment. I'm Jack Elsher, I'm number 22. My parents are Brad and Don Elsher, and after high school I plan to go to a four-year university for finance.
Name's Cole Nygaard, number 1. My parents are Jeremy and Amanda Nygaard. I plan on attending NDSU for education.
Welcome to the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena on a beautiful Saturday afternoon in Watertown, South Dakota. It's about 45 degrees out today, which is a little odd this time of year. But nonetheless, we are in the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena playing varsity boys hockey. It's the Watertown Lakers against the Brandon Valley Ice Cats. The Ice Cats are still looking for their first win of the year. They come in here 0-6 as the Watertown Lakers find themselves at 2-4. And took one on the chin last night in a hard-fought game up in Aberdeen. Lost 4-2 with an empty net goal at the end of that one. It's Jim Lloyd and Mitchell Lloyd sitting at my side today doing some color for me. We're going to bring it to you anywhere in the world you want to listen. We're going to bring it to you. And you see his sister's name there. She was with me last night in the girls' game. But this is Mitchell. And Mitchell, once a Laker, always a Laker. As you saw in the graphics, you were a Laker way back. When was that?
Yeah, graduated in 2019. Grew up in the Laker program, and it's fun to be back and get to announce a game. So
yeah, so we're gonna do as the lights go down in the arena here. We're gonna do starting lineups for both of these teams. An important weekend for the Lakers. They go up in Aberdeen and lost a close one, a hard-fought match. Of course, the Ice Cats, they're looking for their first win. But 3 games this weekend is important for the Lakers as they find themselves sliding down to the lower part of the pack. This weekend's important.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to see them get their stride back with these 2 games this weekend, starting with Brandon Valley tonight. Hopefully be able to maybe get on the on the upper hand here and maybe see them control a game and get their feedback. So
Brandon Valley is having their starting lineups announced. It's Khalil, Justin Peterson, Cody Dorsett will be the forwards, and Ryler Harms and Aiden Smith will be in the defense. Cole Kleitz is in the goal. He stops 82% of them. And the one thing about that Brandon Valley team is they play a lot of kids from JV that go right to varsity.
yeah, absolutely. They're asking a lot of guys to play 2 games a night, and that can really wear on them. So we'll see if they still have their legs with them yet tonight as they face a fresh Lakers team.
Yeah, a fresh Lakers team is right, because the Lakers, they really don't bring anybody from JV. They'll maybe bring a couple guys that'll sit and maybe go in as needed for a break. But for the most part, the Lakers do have 2 rosters, a JV rosters and a varsity roster. So it's a little bit different, but the numbers are good right now. The Lakers are getting ready for their starting lineup. As the lights are down in the arena, they're going to go off to our right-hand side. We're in the 3rd level of the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. I kind of call it the 3rd floor up here. And when we say left, it is left, as the cameras are left and right, just as you see them on your screen. Glad to have everybody along, no matter where you're watching. We'll talk a little bit about some of the games that are being played throughout the state. A busy weekend of hockey, because the girls and boys, everybody's playing a minimum of 2 games. Most teams in the state, girls and boys, are playing 3 games this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You get to that Sunday, you can feel your legs by then.
Yeah, absolutely. I know we just talked about the girls. Sioux Falls came up and played Watertown girls varsity, and they're having quite a weekend, going back and forth and stuff. So right after Christmas, seems like they get all these games in and see what they can handle.
Yep.
So.
Get in the heart of the hockey season as the boys come out. It's Aiden Melville. He's a junior. He wears number 12. Colton Kozuski's going to center that line. He's number 17 and a junior. And a new addition to the Watertown Lakers is Colin Solheim. He's the only one that won't have a name on his jersey. He's a Watertown native, played with these kids, went down to play Sioux Falls Power in his back, and literally was able to play last night in Aberdeen. He was released 2 hours before the game time, so he's going to be playing. You look for good things with him, as he's played an awful lot of hockey at a really high level. Cole Nygaard, he's going to be in the pipes tonight. He's going to stop 91% of them. He does all the work at this varsity level for the Lakers, and we are going to do the national anthem, and we'll be ready to drop the puck. The national anthem has been played as we're going to get underway. This game was a 4:15 puck drop. It's 4:52 and we're dropping the puck. Parents' night also for these kids, and from what I understand, the Bantam game I think maybe went into overtime as they tied the game. So we're a little bit late, but we're going to get going.
Yeah, look forward to seeing both teams come out for this one and see if the Lakers can come out with some momentum and go from there.
2 kids out of that Laker lineup is going to be Quentin Jorgensen and Grady Bodsberg. Neither one of those kids are going to be on the ice today, as they did have game misconduct penalties in Aberdeen, as that one got a little rough later in that game. So without 2 guys, that always makes a difference.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens here as the Watertown Lakers, they're going to wear their white and yellow and black breezers, and Brandon Valley is going to be in all black with those bright white letters. This face-off is won momentarily by Brandon Valley as the Lakers chip it up out of their defensive zone, and we already have, I believe it was an offsides call. So we're going to stoppage of play just barely in. 17-minute periods is what we play in South Dakota hockey as we're going to face off Kozuski as this one goes all the way back down to Cole Nygaard. He's that senior in between the pipes. Done a nice job for the Lakers. He's kept them in the games. Even last night in Aberdeen, they were in the game the entire time as this one is chipped out. This is Solheim. Solheim wears that number 38. He's looking for a centering pass. And a good opportunity there. It might have been Melville or Kozuski. It was Kozuski tried to chip that one in. Watertown Lakers playing offense down in that far end. This is Solheim. Solheim looking for a centering pass. Kozuski was standing on the porch all by himself. Couldn't quite get it through as it goes back to Jake Root. He's going to slap it with a backhand. And moving this one forward, Kozuski can't get it on his stick. Comes back out to the neutral ice for the Lakers. Turned around over on the far side. That's Jack Elsher. He wears number 22. He's one of those seniors as this puck goes into the glove. Cole Nygaard shoots it off or places it off to the side. All the way up a long stretch pass to Melville. He's going to be one on goalie if he can keep up with it. It was tapped away, and now he does get a shot, a deep shot down by the red line. That is Cole Kleitz. That's in between the pipes. We've seen him before with this Brandon Valley team as he's played a lot of hockey. Now we're back to the far end and trying to push that one in quickly. That was Tripp Stevens.
Yeah, that one was sitting right under his leg. Very close call there. Was almost able to get that in for the Bobcats.
We'll have the replays for you. Sometimes we don't catch them, sometimes we do. As Stevens will step in to the dot to the left-hand side of Cole Nygaard. This is won by the Lakers. It's going to be pushed up by Roberts, looking for a long stretch pass and can't quite get Bailey Dorneman. And nonetheless, down on the far end, Bailey Dorneman missed a little time too. He was on concussion protocol. Nice to see him back in that Laker uniform. It's always nice to see kids recover from that. It's a good check. And the puck, Cole Nygaard got it off his pad. As quickly Brandon Valley's playing offense here right in front of us. That's down in that near corner. Puck chases over to the other side. Battling there, this is Van Gilder. Van Gilder tried to get it on his stick and pushing out as the Lakers try to get out of that defensive zone up to Van Gilder. He's playing that center on with Dorneman and Roberts as the Lakers are going to get a change here. And Brandon Valley going to have to work it back. Nice job down there by the Lakers. That was Van Gilder.
Yeah, we're seeing some good puck moving already early in this game, getting down to the offensive zone.
Yep, the Lakers need to control the puck. And at times this year, they've done a really good job of that. And to play offense a little bit more than what they do. This puck goes all the way back across. That goes to Elsher. He's content to tip it down all the way and wraps it around. Centering pass by Root. This one goes to nobody on the far side. Picked up by Brandon Valley. Brandon Valley able to clear the puck in the neutral zone. Elsher fans on a pass through the neutral zone and pushed down deep by Colton Sutton. Colton Sutton's done a nice job. He's one of them sophomores that have stepped in that defensive role for the Lakers, and he's a big, strong kid, good on his stick and good on his skates. Brandon Valley is going to try to work it up out of the defensive zone here. Lakers able to hold him in for the most part. This is Sutton. Back over to Elsher. And not a whole lot of movement right now as Brandon Valley tries to get it up and out of their defensive zone. Now they get it out to the neutral zone anyway, where Elsher's going to end up with it right in front of his own bench. Solheim tries to tap it in, and he loses the puck. As we're going to start over here for the Lakers. The Lakers are going to push it up. That's Tate Marco trying to get it to Solheim and just missed him. Yeah, as Solheim came down the blue line.
Yeah, I thought he had a real good look on that and get a potential breakaway pass coming down into the offensive zone. They held him in the zone a long time there.
The Lakers are going to look for Solheim. He's that guy that just showed up. He's played at Sioux Falls Power for 2 years. Sure is nice to have him aboard, and he's going to add a lot to this team. So you'll see the Lakers look for him up ice, as when he gets going up ice, this is Tate Marco up through the neutral zone. As Melville picks it up, he's going to race in on his backhand, going to throw it behind Cole Kleitz on that far end. Nice crowd here in the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. This home side looks pretty full as this one's going to go into Kleitz on a backhand. We got a stoppage of play. It's 12:49 in this first period. It was a 4:15 puck drop, and we dropped it at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it's a late start to the game, but I think it's going to be a good one in the way it's shaken up so far.
Both teams looking for their identity. Of course, Brandon Valley looking for their first win. The Lakers think they should be farther along than what they are. There's a centering pass. Tried to get it to Solheim. He's going to turn this one around. He's going to puck handle just high. Tips it over to the backside. That goes over to Kozuski. Kozuski, Solheim, and Melville. That's a pretty good first line for the Lakers. These guys can get it done. But anytime you add somebody to the lineup, you never know. As Solheim's going to get off the boards, he's going to bring it back around. He loses the puck there, takes a shot, goes just a little wide. Maybe a glove save as this one caroms around, held in by the Lakers. Solheim's going to do it real quick. He's used to some quick movement, and you'll see the movement on his stick. And when he gets it off his stick, it's in a hurry as a shot comes down this way. Cole Nygaard's got a stoppage of play.
Yeah, seems like a good addition to the team. Absolutely, so far it's heard good things from him coming down from Sioux Falls and being able to come back and join a big group of his friends and stuff on this team.
Played with the Lakers all the way up through, I think, through the Bantams or into that Bantam level. So he knows these kids, and these kids are friends with him, of course. As we're going down the other way, this is Tyler Roberts. Going to go on his forehand and tipped up into the netting. We got a stoppage of play. Offensive faceoff coming here for the Lakers.
The Lakers looking to make a little push here. Offensive faceoff. I'd like to see them win it and get a quick shot and see if we can get something drummed up here.
Dorneman, Van Gilder, and Roberts will step in off the faceoff. Puck goes wide. Elsher, he pinches down, looking for centering pass. He's got it on a backhand. Can't quite get it past Kleitz as he was sprawled out. And we're back the other way for Brandon Valley. Picked off his stick. Nice play there by Roberts. And this is Sutton. Sutton gets it up out of the zone. And checking up is Brandon Valley. Cole Nygaard lost it for a second under his skates, but was able to hand it off to a player, and this is Van Gilder. Van Gilder's in clean. Dorman is on his right. That's a pad save. Lakers quickly up into their offensive zone. And Brandon Valley trying to break it out. Brandon Valley's Max Peters, Trip Stevens, and Max Miller is that second line for Brandon Valley. They got a brand new ice rink. I think it's a couple years old, maybe 1 year old. I can't remember. They got a brand new rink down there in Brandon Valley. We'll have to get to that one of these days as they take the offensive zone right underneath us. This is Stevens. He's going to circle the wagons, looking for a centering pass. Now he's going to take a shot. A lot of traffic in the Lakers as this one goes off to the side. And the Lakers are quickly up, and that's McNamara that can't quite catch up with it. Jake Root finds it at the blue line. Everybody puts the brakes on. He pushes it in deep. Boston Butler, he's one of those sophomores that's played an awful lot of hockey for the Lakers thus far. He wears number 10. As Jake Root lays the lumber down in the front. There's a shot by Butler. He had it caught in his jersey, threw it down to his stick, and got a pretty good shot on Brandon Valley's up the other way. If they hurry, they're going to be one on goalie. There's a shot and a pad save. That shot went on there by Max Miller. A good look, probably the best look that Brandon Valley has had as they work down below the red line. Does Brandon Valley. That's Tate Marco. He's going to come out of there with it. He's going to look up across the ice, try to get up to McNamara, maybe on his wrong side. Puck floats down to the far end. Max Miller's got it as he turns it over to a teammate up into the neutral zone. Turned over there by the Lakers. This is Melville, who just got off the bench. He slaps it deep into the offensive zone. Looking for that first goal of the game. It's 9:31, and this one is stuffed on the pad of Kleitz, and the Lakers were stuffing at it. I don't think it was covered, or the referee couldn't see that it was covered.
Yeah, he had it real jammed in there on his leg there. Great save by number 13 for the
Cole
Ice
Kleitz.
Cats, Cole Kleitz, yeah. And we talked about the new ice arena that they have, and it's very exciting for the Ice Cats. I remember playing, and they weren't even playing any hockey, so it's very exciting to see another team come into the league and contribute. So
there was a time, I think, that they played, or they tried to have an outdoor rink.
Yes.
And tried to keep that going, and they just, the sun would come out and they couldn't play, and then it would get too cold to play, and it just never really seemed to work as Melville brings it into the offensive zone and tips it back over to Kozuski over in the far corner, doing a nice job handling the puck there. Centering puss is what's wide open in front, and Melville couldn't get it on a backhand. Didn't get very much on it. Kleitz had to make the save.
Yeah, great look center ice there. Coming down from below the red line, finding that third guy high and getting a quick little backhand shot in there. It was a great save by Kleitz again.
You have to like the Lakers. They're putting that puck out front, especially this first line. Done a nice job setting that puck out in front of Kleitz as Elscher taps it over far side Kozuski. Kozuski tries to step around. I'm sorry, that was Colin Solheim as he tried to step around. This puck's going to come all the way back down to Nygaard. He wanted to tip it a little farther than he did, as now Sutton is able to tap it out into the neutral zone. Picking this up is Solheim. You're going to see him go on a backhand. He's going to turn the corner. Centering pass there, looking for Kozuski. Kozuski wasn't right in the right position yet as this one goes up into the Ice Cats bench. Stoppage of play at 8:39. 10 shots on goal for the Lakers, 5 for the Ice Cats.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of good back and forth movement here. Both teams getting into the offensive zone, drumming up a little bit of action for themselves, and got a water bottle switch on the ice right now. And
Kleitz must have drank a whole bottle of water.
Yeah, he must have drank his water already.
Drank a whole bottle. As the face-off goes to the Lakers. Tries to get it over defense to defense. We're the Lakers as we're coming back the other way. Nice back check there by the Lakers as they take a player down as he was possibly on a breakout. Player that went down, I'll have to get that. I think that was Justin Peterson. He had everything but a breakout. The Lakers did a great job getting back. Little Ice Cats offensive play here. A little check along the far boards there as the Ice Cats can't quite get their sticks loose here. And Van Gilder picks it up. He's going to hurry up. They're going to go in 3-on-1 are the Lakers. Passed it over to Dorneman. He can't get much on it as he was handcuffed. And that puck went up and over the top as the Ice Caps come back the other way. Coming in is Justin Peterson. Takes the offensive zone clean into the near boards. Gets run off the puck by Elscher. Elscher's going to take it behind his own goalie. And it gets tipped away. Van Gilder can't get on it. And now Nygaard is going to slap it out to the side. He wanted to cover it, and then he slapped it at the last second. As it does come out to the neutral zone, and having to check up is the Brandon Valley Ice Cats. This is McNamara behind his own goalie. He's going to change directions, gets it slapped on a backhand, and the Lakers are up and out of the defensive zone. A long pass up there to Tyler Roberts, and we're going to have an icing call on the Lakers.
Yeah, coming all the way back down in the defensive zone here for a face-off. See if we can get another good breakout. Oh, they're going to keep it neutral ice, it looks like.
Neutral ice. All right, 7:22 left in this first period. It's varsity hockey. A 4:15 puck dropping, and we're just approaching the end of the first period. So we started at 5 o'clock even. Down on that far corner is Jake Root, centering pass. Nobody there. Now Justin Butler catches it up on this near side. There goes a pass in. Pad save. Ricochets back out to Butler. Butler going to look back to the defense. Now he's going to circle back around, push the puck below that red line. Lakers going to play a little offense here. Going to get set up as it's held in by the Lakers. Players go down on that far side. Jake Root trying to pick up with it, get it going the right direction. Butler, he's going to get it to his forehand, going to take a little backhand. Couldn't quite get it going in the right direction. There it was, Boston Butler. As the Brandon Valley Ice Cats, that was a nice little stop and go. As they're trying to enter the defensive zone, gets it out to the neutral zone, but it's taken over by the Lakers. This is Sutton. Sutton over to Boston Butler, trying to move it into that offensive zone, and a long stretch pass comes all the way across for the Ice Cats. They push it down into the near corner as Sutton gets there first in this near corner. And this is Miller for the Ice Cats looking for maybe a pass on the back post, up and over and off the glass as this puck goes through the blue paint for the Ice Cats. Ice Cats now able to set up a little bit of offense. Sutton gives a little check there off the puck, and Butler's going the other way. This is Kozuski. He's going to go in on his backhand, gets surrounded by two players immediately as the Lakers get caught a little bit in a change there. Now everybody's back out on the ice as Marco gets it up to Kozuski. Kozuski over to Melville. They're going to go into the offensive zone, taking off their stick. Back out to neutral ice. Lakers going to push it up here to Solheim in the neutral zone. Back to the far side. This is the Lakers looking for Melville on the near side of cross ice offensive zone pass. As Kozuski, or Melville, couldn't get it on his stick as he found it right in the blue paint in front of Clyde's. Easy for me to say. 5:15 left in this first period.
Yeah, both teams with a lot of possession in the neutral zone there. it's seen a lot of puck movement going into their offensive zones, and we'll see who can hold it in the zone the longest, possession time here. So
Scorecard's empty. No penalties. Nothing going on as far as anything that you can put on a scoreboard. 11 shots on goal, 5 shots for the Ice Cats. And this is a shot by Marco from his defensive position. Puck in front. Look out. That was Roberts trying to get his stick on it. That puck was loose out in front for a long time. Offensive play here. Here's Roberts going to take a good one right into the chest or pad of Kleitz. Stick down for Brandon Valley as the Lakers are going to play a little offense. There goes another nice shot in and goes right into the glove of Kleitz.
Yeah.
He's going to need another bottle of water.
He might. Yeah, that was a great shot. Good look to come out from the point there on the defense, getting it back out of your defense, using them as a shooter as well.
Pretty good glove save there. It sounded like maybe it ticked his stick before he caught it in his glove. And the faceoff is underway. This is by the Lakers. This is Sutton throwing it on net. Looking, Roberts was up front. Here's Sutton's going to throw another one. Roberts is parked in front trying to get a tip as we go up into the neutral zone and all the way back once again to Sutton. Sutton's going to turn this one around. We're going to look up to Roberts, try to get it to Van Gilder. Dorneman on the far side. Not able to handle it cleanly are the Lakers. There goes a shot in on traffic. That was by Elsher. Van Gilder in the far corner. Hands that one off to Dorneman, and Roberts can't get much on it. Lakers playing a little offense. Nice little step around by Van Gilder. He's going to take it down, centering pass, all tied up in front for the Lakers. At that 4-minute mark in this first period, as Brandon Valley, Justin Peterson's going to take a shot. That one goes wide, a good-looking shot. Karem's all the way back out to neutral zone where the Brandon Valley defense going to have to pick up in the neutral zone. Nygaard's going to cover it. Didn't think he was going to, as Justin Peterson got a little bit too close for Nygaard, and he covered that one up.
Yeah, Nygaard's seeing both sides of the post right now. They've had shots from all angles, and he's holding true to his spot there. So.
Yeah, he does a nice job. He's done all the league games for the Lakers. He's that senior goalie. They rely on him, and he's been able to hold them in every game that they've played this year. That's all you can ask for in a goalie, as this one is slapped around in the neutral zone. This is Solheim trying to step around, and he does. He loses the puck. You can bet that teams around the state are going to key on him, as he's going to be a big contributor for the Lakers once we get into the offensive zone, as he now carries it in. He's going to push it out in front of him. Centering pass there from Melville. He can't get it on his stick. As the Lakers a little sloppy in the offensive zone. Now it's thrown down deep by Sutton. Lakers having to check up as they throw it down deep. Looks almost like slow motion here at times. Both of these teams just kind of waiting for a little action to happen. And if anybody has any action, it has been the Lakers, as they've already put 16 shots on Cole Kleitz. But both of these teams kind of coasting around right now. There's a centering pass that found nobody. Nice shot there flat on the ice. Good attempt when you shoot it from your defensive spot. That went in by Elsher right flat on the ice, looking for a tip from a teammate. Far side, this is Jake Root. I'm sorry, that's Colton Sutton. There's a centering shot. And a good shot by Kozuski. And the Lakers are on the board. Colton Kozuski, let's look at the replay here. Centering pass, Kozuski. So Kozuski shot it.
Yeah, Kozuski got a shot there. It looks like he got an assist after all. And that goal coming from...
This is the Lakers. So the Lakers are on the board at 2:26. Kozuski, we're going to give him the assist. And I'm not so sure that wasn't Melville. We'll get it from the public address announcer. It was. Aiden Melville. So Solheim, Kozuski, Melville, as the Lakers are on the board first. And they needed that one. They threw a lot of pucks in front, and you knew it was going to happen eventually, as Jake Root tries to shoot it in and goes up and off a skate of one of the players down on that far end. Brandon Valley now does get it out to the neutral zone. Remy Redlin, good to see him out there. He was sick yesterday. I heard he didn't even make it to Aberdeen.
Yeah, I heard he had to stay home, and we were wondering if he was going to be out. We were watching warm-ups, and sure enough, he was out and is looking pretty healthy today. So
good to have him back. It happens every year in hockey. About this time of the year, you wonder who's going to come up sick first. As a centering pass, as Butler couldn't quite get to it, and Brandon Valley player there blows a tire on the red line. As he gets back up with it, this is Tate Marco. Tate Marco going to get rubbed off the puck right by that scorer's table. However, he does get it in deep in the zone as Roberts chases it below that red line. Pushing it up is Justin Peterson out to the neutral zone. Lakers been doing a good job here trapping Brandon Valley in that neutral zone, as Brandon Valley has had trouble getting through that neutral zone for at least the second half of this first period. We're already under a minute in the first period. It's 1-0 Lakers. They scored it at 2:25. This is Roberts as he's going to go in on his forehand. Going to try to turn the corner, loses the puck, picking it up is one of his teammates. Now out to the neutral zone. It's Brandon Valley up the other way. Entering the offensive zone clean. This is a good shot and moved everything, and the puck was in front. How did it not go in? A good, juicy rebound sat right on the red line. And that was dodging a bullet there for the Lakers. Watch this one as Cole Nygaard sets up. And here comes the first shot in. Right there's the puck. Look at that. How did that not go in?
Yeah, what a great opportunity for Brandon Valley there here late in the period with only 25 seconds left.
That was Max Miller. He can't believe it didn't go in. He got the touch on it right into the pad of Nygaard. Nygaard lost track of it for a while. Up into the neutral zone play. That's going to be 15 seconds. Maybe we'll get a shot as Kozuski taps it along deep in the offensive zone. Looking down to Kozuski again was Solheim. Kozuski looking for a centering pass, and a good shot there by Elsher. Didn't know if it went to him, but boy, you like to have those at the end of the first period. It's Elsher. Check this one out. Yeah, we're looking the wrong way on that one. That's Cole Nygaard.
Yeah. Jack Elsher putting him in position to get a great goal there at the end of the period.
Yeah,
5 seconds left.
5 seconds, boy, you like to have those. That's Elsher. I'm not so sure if that centering pass came from either Kozuski or Solheim, and I'm not sure it was even to Jack. It looked like somebody fanned on the shot. We'll get a replay of that before we go off the air here. That is the end of the first period here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. So Elsher did get that goal. So
Colton Kozuski with the assist on that one.
Kozuski and Solheim, they had 5 seconds left. It was Kozuski, Solheim to Elsher, who slammed that one down for the second goal of this first period. It's 2-0 after one. Watertown Lakers, they waited a whole period. It happened like this at 2:25. It was the Watertown Lakers. It was Melville from Kozuski and Solheim. And then it waited all the way till 5 seconds left, and it was Elsher from Kozuski and Solheim. Kozuski and Solheim, an assist each. That first line for the Lakers, it is Melville, Kozuski, Solheim, have been pushing that puck constantly to the goalie. And Kleitz, he's got his work made out from 18 shots on goal already.
Yeah, absolutely. 18 shots is a very good first period for the Lakers, and able to get that puck out of the corners and get it up in front of the net.
So here's a replay. Let's see what this one is. That's the puck. We're going to go through some of the shot attempts here. We'll stick around on the air here as we do some of these replays, and we'll try to tell you which ones they were. This is a shot right into the glove. Cole Nygaard. You can tell he's a senior. He just reaches out and grabs it. And now this is the Lakers in their offensive end. This must be the one I would best maybe to Melville. Nope, that's the one after that. As Kleitz is gloving that one. And this is a pass right here to Kozuski, and that one went off the corner and Melville. So that was the first goal. That one was at 2:25. And Brandon Valley's down on this end. This is the one maybe that they would love to have back. Right there it is.
Yep.
Yes, that one, Max Miller, can't believe he missed it. So a couple highlights there. Nothing going on really in that first half all the way to the end at 2:25. You Lakers find themselves up 2-0 at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. It was a 4:15 puck drop, so if you think it might be in the second period by now, we just finished the first period. It's already 5:17, so that's the way it ends up at the end of one, 2-0 Lakers against Brandon Valley Ice Cats. We're going to step aside here for about 10 minutes, and Jim and Mitchell are going to bring you the second period from the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena.
Come to Sharp Automotive Group, where we're here to help you find the best deal in town. We have the largest truck inventory in Northeast South Dakota and the best selection of cars and SUVs too. You'll get the best price the first time and the best selection, so stop in today at Sharp Automotive Group.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6?
Pick 6.
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
For 45 years, the Watertown Area Community Foundation has been right here investing in the vitality of our community and helping us grow. With over $11 million granted locally and $35 million in assets, the foundation is dedicated to making a real difference in Watertown. From supporting education and health initiatives to enhancing parks and local arts, our mission is to enrich lives by looking forward and giving back. When you support the Watertown Area Community Foundation, you're building a stronger, brighter future for us all. Together, we're making Watertown better, one investment at a time.
The sky's the limit with SkyTab. Your all-in-one mission control center featuring state-of-the-art tools to manage your restaurant. Accept orders at the table or online. Everything is seamless. Online reservations? We got that too. Want to send orders directly to the kitchen? No problem. Ready to pay? You can do that right at the table. Need to build loyalty? We've got you covered. Now take it to the next level with email marketing. Analyze your performance with advanced reporting tools, all easily accessible with the InCharge mobile app. It's time to skyrocket your business with SkyTab.
Looking for a way to show your school spirit and support the Watertown School District? With the Aero Spirit card from American Bank and Trust, you can do both. Every time you use your Aero Spirit debit card, a portion of your purchase goes right back to the school, helping fund important programs and activities. It's a win for you and a big win for our students. Visit your local American Bank and Trust at 1715 First Avenue Northeast today to sign up and make a difference with every swipe. American Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
For 3 generations, Technicolor Screen Printing has been Watertown's go-to for custom apparel and design. We combine decades of experience with the latest printing tech to capture every detail. From bold prints to detailed embroidery, Technicolor does it all. Whether it's your team, business, or special event, we bring your vision to life. Technicolor Screen Printing. Your colors, your story, your style.
Communities come together to serve a need, fix a problem, and build stronger. Custom Fabricators, a locally owned manufacturer, partnered with the Watertown Lakers to build custom lockers and provide custom storage solutions. From design and measurement to fabrication and installation, Custom Fabricators stepped up to reinforce the next generation of hockey. No fanfare, no spotlight, just a genuine, we've got your back. Custom Fabricators, because this is our community.
Give your home or business a facelift with Cashway Lumber. Our easy install, ready to paint LP Smart Side siding offers the beauty of traditional wood with more durability. Add texture and design to your home's exterior with Versetta stone. Beautify and protect your home with Landmark shingles, giving your home the ideal look with confidence.
You can count on Cashway for jobs done right. Cashway.
For when you are ready to get the job done, choose Cashway Lumber for a job done right.
Hockey fans, are you ready for power, speed, and precision on and off the ice? At Pelican Power Sports, we bring that same championship mentality to your ride. Whether it's snowmobiles, ATVs, motorcycles, jet skis, or UTVs, we service and repair them all to keep you in the action year-round. Pelican Power Sports, service and repair with a personal touch.
Come to Sharp Automotive Group, where we're here to help you find the best deal in town. We have the largest truck inventory in Northeast South Dakota and the best selection of cars and SUVs too. You'll get the best price the first time and the best selection, so stop in today at Sharp Automotive Group.
With 26 flavors, got a sauce for every squad. Don't drip on the drip. The greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
'Tis the season to put on your best vest and paint the town blaze orange. To answer the chorus of the most pheasants in the nation. Here, opening day is a holiday. The beginning of a ritual. The continuation of a tradition. Follow the call of the field to Watertown. There's so much South Dakota, so little time.
Do your best on DIY projects for your business or home with Cashway Lumber. Transform your kitchen with custom cabinetry designed uniquely for your home. Explore what Bear-built woodworks can do to add character to your space. Add warmth and durability with the new floor covering. We can even install it for you. Or bring color to your space with Benjamin Moore paint.
You can count on Cashway for jobs done right. Cashway.
For when you are ready to get the job done, choose Cashway Lumber for a job done right.
Come to Sharp Automotive Group, where we're here to help you find the best deal in town. We have the largest truck inventory in Northeast South Dakota and the best selection of cars and SUVs too. You'll get the best price the first time and the best selection, so stop in today at Sharp Automotive Group.
Welcome back to the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. I'm told that we have a replay here, and what happened at 5 seconds for the Lakers here. Mitchell and Jim, we're going to bring you the second period here from the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. It's Watertown Lakers varsity boys against the Brandon Valley Ice Cats. Here's that replay. And, yeah, that was Melville. See, I didn't think that pass was to him.
Yeah.
Kozuski passed it to Melville. Melville fanned on it.
Yeah, seemed to go right past him and picked it up perfectly.
Yeah. I thought when I saw it live that that pass didn't look like it was to Elsher, but Elsher, watch him crash down. Right there it is, yeah.
Yeah, kind of played with the goalie there. I think he was looking at the opposite person. It was a good whiff.
Oh, I think you're right. As a goalie, right? You're looking at Melville right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Never saw Elsher crashing down. He comes down for his from his defensive position. Yeah, that's a nice play right there. Fanned it. There it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, nice pre-play work there by Austin up here. Boy, we have a good crew running the cameras and the computers up here. Nobody does it better. If you watch some of these broadcasts from the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena, maybe you watch the Lakers, maybe you watch the Shamrocks, but boy, I tell you what, the production up here is second to none as Mitchell's on my left. And Mitchell, what do you think? If you're the Watertown Lakers, you find yourself up 2-0 on an 0-6 team.
Yep.
How do you keep it rolling?
Yeah, so I think you come out with some speed right away. I think you make it known that you got better legs than they do, and I think you just try and get in that offensive zone and just keep burying the puck.
We talked about it earlier. I think there's only about 4 or 5 kids from this Brandon Valley team that do not play JV before this. Yeah, I think you're right. So get some speed, and let's see if we can wear the legs out of the Brandon Valley Ice Cats. So, if you're the Brandon Valley Ice Cats, you're 0-6, you're down 2-0. Where's your head at if you're with Brandon Valley?
Yeah, I think you're coming out and you're just planning to try and play your positional hockey. I think that you're going to be tired at the end of the game, and I think you need to kind of sit in your positions and make the right plays, the right passes to get up the ice.
Just 7 shots on goal in this first period for the Ice Cats. It seemed like they did have a few breakaways. The Lakers did a nice job of back checking, I thought, in that first period. And Brandon Valley's actually had a very few clean looks at Cole Nygaard.
Yeah, and I think if they keep back checking and also forechecking, once they get into the zone, if they can keep that puck in there for another couple passes, a little possession time in there, I think they're going to be able to get some good looks, which we didn't see much of in the first period.
We have to talk about it. It's a second period. I always call it the period of long ice.
Yep.
You're the farthest from your bench, and you have the danger of getting locked into your defensive zone, and you can't get to your bench.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes it a lot more difficult.
As we have already faced off, there's the Lakers. There goes the score. As a quick one.
Yeah, it's a quick one from Tyler Roberts.
Roberts will take that one with just seconds into this. This comes off the face-off right here. He's just taking it deep and throwing at the net. Maybe he was looking up front to Dorneman, but nonetheless, I think it went off the back shoulder of Kleitz. So we'll take that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
At 16:52.
Yeah, I think he was looking for Dorneman on the back door there, and just ended up working out for him great. Being able to get that fast shot right away like we were talking about.
I'm betting we're going to be unassisted on that one also as the Lakers. Brandon Valley goes back the other way, and they had an opportunity right into the pads of Cole Nygaard. That opportunity came by Max Miller off the faceoff.
Yeah, and over the PA there, I did see that they gave Jet Van Gilder a good assist on that one.
So Van Gilder's going to get the assist.
Great way to come out of the locker rooms from the period break.
At just 50 seconds off the faceoff is Van Gilder to Roberts, and now we're at a 3-0 deficit here for the Brandon Valley Ice Cats. As the Lakers, if you come out of the locker room, that's what you want to do. You always want to come out hot, and here's the Lakers. They're going to go in 3-on-1 if they hurry up, as this shot goes up and over the top. That shot was shot by Dorneman, Bailey Dorneman. Good-looking shot. Maybe if it was a little bit lower, it could have got an opportunity for a rebound. This is Jack Elsher off, playing behind his own goalie. Circles this one back out to neutral ice. And it goes all the way back down. And this is Melville stepping around. Playing a little defense is Melville. He fans on a cross ice pass in his defensive zone. as this puck is trapped up against the boards, and coming up the other way is Stevens. I always want to call him Stevenson. It's Stevens. It's Trip Stevens. He wears number 2 for Brandon Valley. As this one comes all the way back down, and are we going to no, we're not going to have an icing call. As Kleitz flips it back out to Solheim. That's the wrong guy to flip it to. Back over to Melville. Nice no-look pass by Solheim. And Melville just couldn't get the right angle on it. Kozuski tries to step around. Offensive play here for the Lakers. Chipped out. Nice job there. Melville over to Solheim. Good job by Melville holding that one in the zone. That gets taken off the stick of Solheim out in the defensive zone. Stepping around a check is the Lakers, and that one goes up into the Laker bench, and we have stoppage of play. 16:04 in this first period.
Yeah, Lakers showing another good push on the offensive zone there. A lot of good puck movement coming from down below the net and being able to get back up in front there for some good looks.
You see these guys gelling just a little bit, I think, more about every time they go out, that Solheim, Kozuski, Melville. That group is coming together, and we talked a little bit about it at the period break. That's probably as good a line as anywhere in the state as those 3 guys. As Melville is the leading scorer on this Laker team. He's got his 6th goal tonight already. So that's a good-looking line, and I got a feeling that Kozuski and Solheim, they have not even gotten started. Solheim had 2 up in Aberdeen last night, the only 2 Laker goals. But those 2 guys, I think, are just going to get warmed up here on that line. Elsher chases it all the way back around his goalie. He's going to move it out with his legs. He's that senior big defensive man as he's going to push it all the way down. He's on his forehand, one with the goalie. Going to take a shot, pad save, and another rebound goal and 2 rebounds as Butler was too far down, and he had a bad angle. This is Root. Root's going to go over to the far side. There's a pass. A shot goes in. Maybe looking for Butler in front. Couldn't connect as Brandon Valley comes back out the other way. This is Justin Peterson. He's going to go one on everybody for the Lakers, and he's going to push it on to the goal. A nice attempt there by Peterson. All by himself. Did get it to the pads of Nygaard as Brandon Valley is once again in their offensive zone on that far side. Nice check over on the far side there. Jake Root tries to get it up and out of the defensive zone. He gets it picked off his stick as Brandon Valley wants to do a centering pass. Here, a good look there. And Brandon Valley's going to score with 13:42. Khalil?
I think we had Trip Stevens
We're going to look at it right here. Yeah,
Yep.
Nice play there. A rebound and a kind of a blind rebound. And Nygaard couldn't track that one as Trip Stevens is going to get Brandon Valley on the board at 16:42.
Yeah, great pickup by Tripp in front of the net there.
13:42. I can't read the clock right now. And so that's Stevens. So if you're Brandon Valley, you got to keep it within 2, and that's exactly what they did. As Trip Stevens finds a rebound off of Nygaard. And number 15, as Nygaard covers that one. So they're going to get, I think Max Miller is going to get an assist for Brandon Valley. I don't know if there's another assist there or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they gave another one in that one or not, but it was a great pickup in front of the net by Tripp from Nygaard there, or Max Miller, excuse me.
Max Miller, I think, took the original shot, and it was glanced off somebody in front. And nonetheless, it's a 3-1 game here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. In the offensive zone, the farthest from us is Brandon Valley. Into that far near corner. And this is Solheim. Solheim's going to get it up out of the offensive zone with his legs. That one gets picked off his stick. Maybe got a little bit ahead of himself. You can see when he gets going, he can move. As now he's going to pick it up, try to tip it back to a defensive man, and does. And this is Kozuski. Kozuski right in front of his own bench. He's going to take the zone cleanly. Going to dance around. Got it picked off his stick. Nonetheless, Remy Redlin holds it in the offensive zone. Remy Redlin, unless I've missed him, I don't think he's been playing consistently on that defensive line as he's been sick. And this is Solheim going to dance around. Good stick work and pushes it in as Solheim chases it all the way to the stick of Kleitz.
Yeah, Solheim coming into the zone all alone, looking to maybe give a pass off to his left and just pushed it right forward.
Watch
right between
this one.
the goalie's
He's
legs.
pushing it. Never did really shoot it. He just pushed it all the way to the goal and found that 5-hole. That is Colin Solheim.
Yeah, I think he saw the goalie moving a little bit there and just kept on pushing it straight through and got a nice 5-hole goal for the Lakers to make it 4-1.
So Jack Elsher's going to get the assist. That's what we were waiting for. There's a centering puck in front, all right at the post. Kleitz is down, and his defensive men for Brandon Valley pull it off of his stick. We're down to the far end, Max Miller. Max Miller on his forehand goes back around that Laker goalie. There's a lazy puck out front, and Nygaard picks it up with his stick. Stoppage of play. 11:52. The Lakers once again going to enjoy a 3-goal lead on a Solheim push to the net.
Yeah, great push to get him up and give him above that 2-point lead there.
Yeah, is Brandon Valley, you got to keep this thing within 2. Otherwise it can get away from you. Those next goals are really important. As Brandon Valley is trying to play some offense down on that far end, they're going to hold it in. Their offensive zone just barely. There goes a shot, a little bit wide, not quite far enough to Nygaard in front. There goes another loose puck in front. Nice job there. Playing defense was Colton Sutton. Colton Sutton, he kind of anchors that defense, him and Elsher, as he's going to chase back in that far end. He's going to lay the lumber in that far corner and trap the puck. Van Gilder's trying to get it off the stick. Now it does come out. And through a forehand, nice play there. Max Miller couldn't get it on his forehand as Elsher was all over him. Stuck in the defensive zone here are the Lakers. It's going to go back over to Dorneman. Dorneman's going to look for a long stretch pass. And that was Dorneman. Couldn't catch the pass as he was out of gas. And back on the other end, this is Brandon Valley. 1 on the goalie, maybe 2 on the goalie. And Nygaard says, where are you guys at? He was the only one. Going in there was Justin Peterson.
Yeah, I think Peterson, too. He was looking for some help off that rebound there, shooting low far pad with a great opportunity on Nygaard to get one there.
Tucker Markle was the only one in the neighborhood. Everybody else was changing for the Lakers. And maybe you saw a little bit there of that long ice. It takes the Lakers a while to get into the play, and it couldn't happen fast enough as Nygaard picked that one up out of his glove and is shaking his head and said, holy cow, where are you guys at?
Yeah, I think we definitely saw some of that long ice there. The bench was a lot farther away going this direction for the Lakers.
So Tucker Marco found himself on an island with Nygaard, dodged a bullet, and we're going back the other way. This is the Lakers. This is Butler over to McNamara. He can't keep it on his stick to get anything moving forward. That's Javen McNamara. He's a sophomore on this team. He wears 21. As the Lakers out to Marco into that neutral zone, going to try to get it going the right way. That's right in front of the Brandon Valley bench. Not a penalty in this one yet.
No, very clean game so far. It's actually not been that physical.
Do we knock on wood? All of a sudden it'll just rain penalties here, as this one's going to go all the way down, and we are going to have an icing call. As Brandon Valley is going to be on an offensive faceoff.
Yeah, Brandon Valley getting some good looks already early in this period. 9:43 left. I think they're looking to get another couple guys to go with the person carrying the puck and hopefully get some pass across the center of the ice and get something moving.
It's a pretty fast second period so far. We're under 10 minutes as this faceoff is won by the Lakers as they enter cleanly in the offensive zone. This is Solheim in a hurry. He's going to work it back out to Elsher. Elsher's looking all the way across to Kozuski. Kozuski's going to take it back in back of that Brandon Valley goalie. Kozuski's going to circle on his backhand, getting harassed there, looking for a centering pass and nowhere to go with it as Kozuski was surrounded by Brandon Valley. As Brandon Valley is up and out real quick. This is Khalil. He's going to shoot it on a pad save. Nice looking shot there by Khalil. As Brandon Valley works down below that red line, and Elsher going to try to push it out. Look out in front. That's Solheim. Going to backhand it out into neutral ice. Neutral ice, this is Melville. Melville's going to leave it. Maybe he should have just went in. He's trying to leave it for Kozuski. He probably should have just went to the net with that one. Nonetheless, this is Van Gilder bringing it into the offensive zone. He's going to take a nice pass to Solheim and a backhand. Good-looking pass there by Solheim. Where's the puck? The puck is under the pad of Kleitz. Solheim, maybe we can get a replay of this one. Look at this pass by Solheim. Look at that pass. And he missed that by a couple of inches. I'm not sure Van Gilder even thought it was going to get there.
Yeah, and what a wonderful effort by Van Gilder, coming straight off the bench at the blue line, grabbing the puck and getting it down for that opportunity.
Solheim's got 2 assists thus far, and man, he kind of knows where everybody is, and that comes from playing at that other level that he played at. He just sees the ice so well. As this a lazy puck goes out to Kleitz, and we're going to get a stoppage of play. A nice addition to that first line. He literally was cleared to play with the Lakers 2 hours before puck drop last night in Aberdeen.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, and then goes on to have a great game in Aberdeen as well, even though they received a loss. So.
Well, there's probably some of these kids on this Lakers team, these younger kids, maybe he doesn't even know their names yet.
Yeah, playing right next to him.
As quickly, the Brandon Valley goes on a 2-on-1. There goes a shot on, and they're going to score as Justin Peterson is going to keep Brandon Valley alive in this one.
Yeah, Tripp Stevenson we see there giving a nice dish over to Justin Peterson. Those two have been a huge factor for the Ice Cats tonight.
Yeah, Stevenson had the last one for the Ice Cats, and now Justin Peterson's going to get the second goal of the game for Brandon Valley. And you saw it there. Things can change as they're back within 2 of the Watertown Lakers. If you're the Brandon Valley fan, that's exactly what you have to do. You got to keep this thing close as they're going to take the offensive zone off the faceoff down to that far corner. We're in the second period of this one. It's 8:05 as Solheim now is going to bring it out for the Lakers. He's going to push it up to Kozuski, over to Solheim off the skate. Going to take a shot, ricocheted off of somebody in front. And this is Melville. He's going to backhand it out to Solheim. A lot of traffic in front, nothing clean. Kozuski gets it taken off of his stick. Kozuski back to Solheim. Solheim's going to circle back around. This line looks pretty darn good. There's a backhand. Oh, that was a good-looking backhand.
Great shot from the top of the key.
Solheim lifted that one up on a backhand. Now he's going to push it back over to Kozuski. Sometimes I think that Kozuski and Melville maybe don't know that puck is coming as fast as it does. As chasing back is Sutton for the Lakers behind Nygaard. And the Lakers are going to look for a long stretch pass to Solheim. It's going to be Solheim one-on-one with the goalie. He's going to dance around on a backhand.
Making it look easy.
If you're a Laker fan, Colin Solheim, welcome aboard. Look at this one.
Yeah. Gets himself into some wide open ice there behind the defense and just walks right in for another impressive backhand.
A long pass all the way down. And when you put him one on the goalie, I think that's going to be the result, 7-18. And like I said, welcome aboard. And I'm assuming there's going to be a long stretch pass. There's going to be an assist. So Colton Sutton's going to get the assist.
Yeah, great pass from long ways down the ice there to get it up to Solheim.
Long stretch pass. We talked about that in the first period. I think the Lakers are going to look for him breaking out, and why wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Get him in a wide open space like that and let him take his talents down to the net.
Nice looking backhand, wasn't it? Up and over the top of the shoulder of Kleitz. And this one's going to go down. I don't know if it was touched along, maybe an icing call, and it is. So there's going to be an offensive faceoff coming here for Brandon Valley. Back to a 3-point lead are the Lakers. That's where they've been. Every time now, though, the Brandon Valley Ice Cats have been able to keep it within 2.
Yeah, I don't think they're going away that easy. I think they're going to stay with us, and they're going to keep firing on Nygaard and see what he's made of down there. So
Cole Nygaard, he's that senior in between the pipes for the Lakers, and he's been a rock all year long, has given this team a chance to win every single game that they've played so far. And as we know, the Lakers come in at 2-4 and have had some really close losses. They lost to Sioux Falls East, who is kind of running through everybody right now in the conference, and they lost to them 3-0 with an open net goal at the end of the game. So this Laker team needs to put it together, and I think they will, as they're getting better every time out. And this is a pickoff, and that's Roberts. Takes it off the stick of a Brandon Valley Ice Cat trying to break it out, and he had a point-blank shot. And Kleitz took that one off. Roberts would maybe like to have that one back.
Yeah, great movement to get him going side to side there and get a good look at some open netting.
Brandon Valley now get into the offensive zone and hassled there. Nice back check as Root came off the bench. And back up the other way are the Lakers quickly into the offensive zone. Looking cross ice, nice cross ice pass. And Root had a good opportunity on a backhand. That one came in from Sutton, I believe. And Root couldn't quite get that one lifted up on a backhand, as the Ice Cats are going to tap it into this near corner and back around, and they're content right now to ice the puck, not quite far enough as Butler gets there in the neutral zone. Ice Cats once again looking to get through the neutral zone. This is Butler. If he can get it to his stick, he's going to be one on the goal, and he scores! Boston Butler!
Yeah, and that's Butler right there making a great defensive play and then going ahead and taking it to himself after he found it over his shoulder. Go ahead and get a shot down right on the ice, right underneath Clight's leg.
Didn't know if he was going to get that one corralled as he pushed it along. There, he's finally found it. Nice looking shot by Boston Butler. He was one of those kids last year. He's a sophomore at the Bantam level. He did that quite a bit. He had a good, it was an unassisted goal. And Boston Butler, that is his second goal, as he's kind of slowed down a little bit somewhere along the line, and now it's good to see him back scoring goals for the Lakers. And like I said, he was a great Bantam player that stepped right up to varsity. As Brandon Valley enters in 2-on-2 in their offensive zone on the far side, Elsher gives a little push on the far side. That puck went in back of Nygaard. Pushed in deep by Brandon Valley, 4:30 mark, and we've got a whistle. It must be the net.
Yeah, it looks like the net got pushed off there as the puck was coming forward. Nygaard ran into the post there in the corner. So.
29 shots on goal here for the Lakers. And a lot of good opportunities. A lot of forward motion for the Lakers in the offense, always pushing everything to the goal. And we haven't seen that out of Lakers in the last couple games. Of course, we didn't go up to Aberdeen, but you got to like it as a coach if you're from the Lakers here. You got to like the way the opportunities are coming for the Lakers, creating their own opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. It's nice to see some offensive motion and maybe get their stride back for the rest of the season.
This is Nolan Swenson coming into the offensive zone. He can't get much of a shot down on that far end. Nygaard between the posts on that far end. Lakers going to get it into the offensive zone as it's going to be pushed in by Kozuski. This is Melville. Kozuski couldn't find a backhand. Back out to the defense. This goes down to Solheim. He's going to look for a centering pass right on the tape. Elsher can't get going on it. Now Kozuski dumps it down deep. Elsher's going to get the first tip. Playing a little offense from his defensive position. Working behind the red, below the red line. Elsher gets it taken off of his stick, and this one's going to be cleared out by Brandon Valley. And I was waiting for an icing call. I didn't see the hands up of the linesman, but we are going to have an icing call. Nice job, nice offensive pressure there by the Lakers.
Yeah, I think the Ice Cats found themselves in a spot where they just needed to get a switch and get a quick icing there and try and start over here in their defensive zone.
A couple really good looks, the Lakers. They just couldn't field it clean. Some good passing going on in that offensive zone. This face-off goes out into the neutral zone. This is going to be Marco. He's going to go defense to defense over on the far side. Turned around over on the far end over there. That was Sutton. As play continues in the defensive zone here for the Ice Cats. They're going to push it up, looking to get up through the neutral zone on a backhand. That doesn't work for the... And it's kicked along here by Sutton. Sutton gets it deep in the offensive zone. A centering pass, a good-looking centering pass up into the screen. As Van Gilder thought he had a better look at it than he did, and some sticks in the way. Offensive faceoff coming here to the left-hand side of Cole Kleitz. I'm sorry, they're going to go to the right-hand side of Cole Kleitz. Offensive faceoff nonetheless. Van Gilder steps in. Won by the Lakers, turned over, however, in the neutral zone. Here comes Brandon Valley. Brandon Valley's going to go in 2-on-1. Nice-looking pass there, and they bury it. As
Tripp Stevenson again.
Steven, we call him Stevenson.
We call him
watch
Stevenson.
This one. Nice job here. Good-looking pass. Comes in, and it's Stevenson. That's a good-looking play. And that was going to be an assist by Miller. As those two went in.
Yeah, those two generating a lot of offense for the Ice Cats in this one.
At 3:05 So a lot of scoring here in the second period. It's once again back to 3 now, and we're going to have an offsides call there, I would believe, on the Lakers. Stoppage of play. It's been 7 goals. 7 goals here in the second period. 3 by Brandon Valley. Brandon Valley keeps hanging around as this one goes over to the far side by Max Miller. Puck is tied up. This is Miller. Picks it up below the red line. He's going to look for a wraparound. Cole Nygaard was hugging the post as they're going to now try to get it up in the defensive zone. We talked about it as a 2:36 in the second period. We haven't had a penalty yet.
Yeah.
Not even an accidental one.
Nope.
Maybe they had plenty last night up in Aberdeen. Maybe they got enough.
I think they're giving them a break, and they want them all to skate it out.
Yeah, some of the referees, I think there was 2 of these referees that were at Aberdeen, and that one got pretty rough and lots of penalties called in that one. But maybe their whistles don't work after that one. This is Solheim coming in 2-on-1. He's going to put it to Kozuski. Kozuski to backhand to forehand. Can't quite get it to goal. Back to Solheim. These guys are starting to get their language together as Kozuski tries to get it up around that post. Klitz is hanging on to it. Solheim and Kozuski. Nice little stick work behind the net there. A couple good opportunities as Brandon Valley working it up out of the defensive zone. Again, it almost looks like we're in slow motion there, wasn't it? Or was it just me?
Yep, no, I absolutely agree. We saw a little bit of what we saw in the first period there.
Justin Peterson gets ridden off the puck as he came in between the wheels in his offensive zone. There goes a shot on, big rebound into the far corner as Sutton, that's Colton Sutton, is in a battle on that far side. As the Lakers come back out with it, they're going to bring it up out of the defensive zone, try to tap it around as Butler. Butler trying to keep it going is Brandon Valley. Up through the neutral zone. That would have been a good place for a check there in the neutral zone.
Yep. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of slow feet right now. I don't know if you're seeing the same thing as me. There's a lot of pucks getting batted around, maybe not going in the direction that they're looking for.
Yeah, I think within like the last minute and a half.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happened.
Yeah. It seems like we're maybe getting tired.
Or maybe we're not seeing quite as fast. I don't know what it is. But we're at that 1 minute mark, 1:06 on an offensive faceoff here for Brandon Valley. But things are kind of weird there for a second. Now the pace is picked up. This is Dorneman. He's going to come in on his backhand, maybe looking for a pass over there to Roberts. Couldn't quite get it. Brandon Valley's coming up the other way. They're 3-on-2 if they hurry up. Now they're 3-on-3. Lakers catching up. This is Khalil trying to push it in the right direction. As the Lakers, this is Tucker Markle, puts it out in front. Got it taken off of his stick. And we must have the net off. That's moorings down on the far end.
Yeah, I think Nygaard had to jump pretty hard at that post. There was a good opportunity there from the Ice Cats to try and sneak one in on the edge and knocked his net loose.
It's 6-3, Lakers lead here in the second period. We're under a minute, 42 seconds left in this second period on a late start. We dropped the puck at 5 o'clock. Supposed to be a 4:15 puck drop. That's all right, we're underway now as the Lakers try to get it up and out of the zone. Held in by Brandon Valley. Now it does come up into the neutral zone. This is Roberts. Roberts going to go in. He's going to go in 1-on-2. Looking for Van Gilder. Bringing up the back. And that puck was missed. A loose puck up front, and it goes in. That's going to be Dorn for the Lakers, and they score.
Dorneman was able to caress that one.
Watch
and
this one.
Complete mess in the center.
Yeah, just a loose puck. Nobody can get a hold of it. That's Dorneman. And Roberts, I don't know who got it.
I think we went Dorneman to Roberts right there, able to get him on the back door.
All right, that's the way we'll put it down. We can always change it.
Yeah, it looks like Dorneman was going for a shot himself and maybe got a Ice Cats stick in there, and it ended up right in Roberts' plate.
7-3, the Lakers are finding the back of the net as Kozuski comes in, leaves it for Solheim. Solheim going to walk it in, takes a shot right straight into the glove of Kleitz. So is it Dorneman to Roberts or Roberts to Dorneman? I don't know.
I think we had Dorneman to Roberts there.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's the way we'll mark it. We can do that. 32 shots on goal here for the Lakers, 17 for Brandon Valley. That kind of wakes you up a little bit. In the offensive zone here, this is shot goes in over by Elsher, goes up and over the top. That's Solheim. Nobody's got on Solheim. You should probably get on him as this one goes in. I think Solheim took the backhand.
Yeah.
And I think Melville maybe found an empty puck there. Once again, the Lakers scoring at the end of a period with 5 seconds left. That's what they did at the end of the first one. Here's Solheim. Nobody picks him up right here. Backhand, loose puck in front. Melville gets a stick.
Yeah, Solheim with a great look on getting into Melville there in the center, and just can't ask for anything better at the end of the period with this momentum.
So it's Melville from Solheim. And you got to find a way to find Solheim when he comes around the back of the net like that. He's either going to put it on the goalie or going to pass the puck. He's a guy that you can't leave alone, as we've seen that great vision that he has of the hockey rink. So that is the end of 2, as the Lakers get with 5 seconds left in the second period. They get a goal from Melville from Solheim. A lot of scoring going on. Let's recap this the best we can. The Lakers in the second period at 16:52, it was Roberts from Van Gilder. And then at 13:42, Brandon Valley gets on the board with their first goal of the night from Stevens from Miller. As you see some of the replays going there, you can watch them as I go down the list here at 12:28. It was the Lakers. It was Colin Solheim from Elsher. And then at 8:15, it was Brandon Valley answering back. It was Justin Peterson from Stevens. At 7:15, it was the Lakers, Solheim from Sutton. And the Lakers added another one with Boston Butler doing a nice individual effort as he pushed that one all the way for an unassisted goal. That happened at 5:17. At 3:05, it was Brandon Valley. They're not going away. It was Stevens from Miller. And then at 2:31, it was Roberts from Dorneman. And all the way down to that 5-second in that first period or second period, it was Melville from Solheim. So a lot of scoring in that second period, a lot of action from both of these teams.
Yeah, wow, a lot faster moving period than we even thought we were watching. It was, as you read down that list, there's a trend going on as far as who's involved in some of these plays from both sides of the rink, and it's pretty cool to see when they pick up the pace and just make those pucks hit the back of the net.
38 shots on goal compared to 17. And the Lakers, I would say in that second period, they were pushing the puck into that offensive zone pretty well. As we continue with some of the highlights. A lot of highlights there was. You can see Kleitz here. And this is Solheim.
Yep. Got him wide open, just walked right in with an easy backhand.
And after that one, we do say welcome aboard to Colin Solheim, as the Lakers are clicking right now and finding the back of the net, something that they haven't done all year long. You know, they only average 2.4 goals per game, do the Lakers. So this is big for them, scoring eight goals. And they have not done that all year long. You score 8 goals in this league, you're going to win a lot of hockey games.
Yeah, absolutely. And if nothing else, I think this is going to put a lot of momentum into them going into tomorrow, facing Mitchell Marlins. And then I think it's going to carry on as far as they go into the rest of their season, too, to try and make that state tournament.
Well, we talked about it in the pregame show. You know, it's kind of that part of the season, and the Lakers want to be a little farther along or up higher in those standings than what they are, as they came into this game in 9th, and you want to be further along. But this weekend's important, and you have to beat these teams this weekend, as you are kind of playing with some of the lower level teams in our league. Mitchell's going to come in; they come in at 10th, also going to be looking for their first win. So the Lakers have to capitalize here right now. You have to beat these teams if you're going to get into that middle of the pack anytime soon here.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can kind of treat it as a really good time to practice and learn from each other too, as you're working with new lines and new teams and maybe people missing and things like that.
Yep.
So it's a good time for them to mesh and get the wheels back on and go into the rest of the season.
That's right, and getting the wheels back on is exactly what the Lakers are doing. You have to remember Quentin Jorgensen and Grady Bogsberg are not in the lineup, as they had some penalty trouble or foul trouble penalty trouble up in the in Aberdeen last night, so they're not even dressed today. So today there's other games going on, and of course this one, Brandon Valley at Watertown, Sioux Center's at Mitchell, Huron is at Sioux Falls East, Oahe is at Rushmore, and Brookings at Aberdeen. So the only game being played tomorrow that I can see in boys varsity is the Mitchell Marlins coming here to the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. So Mitchell and Jim, we're going to step aside here for about 8-9 minutes, and we're going to bring you to the third period. It's the Watertown Lakers leading the Brandon Valley Ice Cats 8-3 from Prairie Lakes Ice Arena.
Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two.
I can't believe we're on a date.
Oh, I'm just here for pick 6.
Imagine what our kids would look like.
I don't want to have kids with you.
6 kids.
6!
Pick 6!
Wait, could we eat here every meal?
Yes.
All right, I'm down. Pick 6 meal for two for $19.99.
For 45 years, the Watertown Area Community Foundation has been right here investing in the vitality of our community and helping us grow. With over $11 million granted locally and $35 million in assets, the foundation is dedicated to making a real difference in Watertown. From supporting education and health initiatives to enhancing parks and local arts, our mission is to enrich lives by looking forward and giving back. When you support the Watertown Area Community Foundation, you're building a stronger, brighter future for us all. Together, we're making Watertown better, one investment at a time.
The sky's the limit with SkyTab. Your all-in-one mission control center featuring state-of-the-art tools to manage your restaurant. Accept orders at the table or online. Everything is seamless. Online reservations? We got that too. Want to send orders directly to the kitchen? No problem. Ready to pay? You can do that right at the table. Need to build loyalty? We've got you covered. Now take it to the next level with email marketing. Analyze your performance with advanced reporting tools, all easily accessible with the InCharge mobile app. It's time to skyrocket your business with SkyTab.
Looking for a way to show your school spirit and support the Watertown School District? With the Aero Spirit card from American Bank and Trust, you can do both. Every time you use your Aero Spirit debit card, a portion of your purchase goes right back to the school, helping fund important programs and activities. It's a win for you and a big win for our students. Visit your local American Bank and Trust at 1715 First Avenue Northeast today to sign up and make a difference with every swipe. American Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
For 3 generations, Technicolor Screen Printing has been Watertown's go-to for custom apparel and design. We combine decades of experience with the latest printing tech to capture every detail. From bold prints to detailed embroidery, Technicolor does it all. Whether it's your team, business, or special event, we bring your vision to life. Technicolor Screen Printing. Your colors, your story, your style.
Communities come together to serve a need, fix a problem, and build stronger. Custom Fabricators, a locally owned manufacturer, partnered with the Watertown Lakers to build custom lockers and provide custom storage solutions. From design and measurement to fabrication and installation, Custom Fabricators stepped up to reinforce the next generation of hockey. No fanfare, no spotlight, just a genuine, we've got your back. Custom Fabricators, because this is our community.
Give your home or business a facelift with Cashway Lumber. Our easy install, ready to paint LP Smart Side siding offers the beauty of traditional wood with more durability. Add texture and design to your home's exterior with Versetta stone. Beautify and protect your home with landmark shingles, giving your home the ideal look with confidence.
You can count on Cashway for jobs done right. Cashway.
For when you are ready to get the job done, choose Cashway Lumber for a job done right.
Hockey fans, are you ready for power, speed, and precision on and off the ice? At Pelican Power Sports, we bring that same championship mentality to your ride. Whether it's snowmobiles, ATVs, motorcycles, jet skis, or UTVs, we service and repair them all to keep you in the action year-round. Pelican Power Sports, service and repair with a personal touch.
Come to Sharp Automotive Group, where we're here to help you find the best deal in town. We have the largest truck inventory in Northeast South Dakota and the best selection of cars and SUVs too. You'll get the best price the first time and the best selection, so stop in today at Sharp Automotive Group.
With 26 flavors, got a sauce for every squad. Don't drip on the drip. It's the greatest of all times. Buffalo Wild Wings.
'Tis the season to put on your best vest and paint the town blaze orange. To answer the chorus of the most pheasants in the nation. Here, opening day is a holiday. The beginning of a ritual. The continuation of a tradition. Follow the call of the field to Watertown. There's so much South Dakota, so little time.
Do your best on DIY projects for your business or home with Cashway Lumber. Transform your kitchen with custom cabinetry designed uniquely for your home. Explore what Bear-built woodworks can do to add character to your space. Add warmth and durability with the new floor covering. We can even install it for you. Or bring color to your space with Benjamin Moore paint.
You can count on Cashway for jobs done right. Cashway Lumber.
For when you are ready to get the job done, choose Cashway Lumber for a job done right.
Come to Sharp Automotive Group, where we're here to help you find the best deal in town. We have the largest truck inventory in Northeast South Dakota and the best selection of cars and SUVs too. You'll get the best price the first time and the best selection, so stop in today at Sharp Automotive Group.
Welcome back to the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. Jim and Mitchell are going to bring you the third period here. A wild second period, Mitchell. 9 goals scored in that second period.
Yeah, we had all the action we needed. It was really exciting to see both teams kind of bounce back and forth there. You know, you get Lakers to score and Brandon Valley, they just wouldn't go away.
Yeah, 6 goals for the Lakers in that second period. Brandon Valley did score their first goal of the game at 13:42. That was by Tripp Stevens from Max Miller. But 3 goals by Brandon Valley and 6 goals by the Lakers. 9 total goals in that second period. It's always kind of fun to see goals. It's kind of like when you're watching basketball, you like to see 3-pointers. And when you're watching the NFL, you like to see passing and touchdowns,
Yep,
right?
yeah.
Well, that's what we saw. Let's talk a little bit about South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. This is what the standings for that boys varsity looks like. Rushmore rolling over everybody at 10-0. Then it's Sioux Falls East at 8-0. Owyhee Capital's a bit of a surprise this year. They're doing pretty well at 6-2. They come in at third spot. And then it's Sioux Falls West 5-1. Yankton 5-2. Brookings 4-4. I don't know the last time Brookings varsity team was in numbers in 6th at 4-4. Huron 2-7. Aberdeen 2-4. Watertown at 2-4. And Mitchell at 0-6. And of course Brandon Valley here looking for their first win at 0-5. And Sioux Center brings out the number 12 spot at 0-8. It's a pretty competitive league as both teams have taken the ice. Mitchell, you've played in this league. A lot of times in this league, there's nowhere to hide. This is good South Dakota hockey.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that it's still holding true to that. I think I think the talent is definitely there throughout the state. It's always good to see the Lakers, prosper as far as how they do in the standings. I hope to see them jump up a little bit after this weekend from that 9 position. But yeah, nowhere to hide as far as seeing Rushmore and Sioux Falls up there in the top right now, and just always remaining competitive.
Yeah, it's a fun league, and if you want to keep track of this league, you got to go to South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association.org. You can see every game all the way down to the squirt level, who's doing what, and you can look back several weeks and see the scores of the past, see what's going on throughout the league. It's a good resource for all the stats and all the games and so forth. So it's South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association, SDAHA.org, as we're about ready to start this third period here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. Kozuski, Melville, and Solheim. It's Stevens, Peters, and Max Miller for Brandon Valley as this puck goes into the offensive zone to the far end. Melville looking for a centering pass. He fanned on that. Kozuski tries to get over it in the near corner. It's Melville. He's going to step around in the offensive zone all the way across the defense. That's over to Elsher. Elsher's going to throw it flat on the ice, maybe looking for Kozuski. He's going to pick it up in back. Melville, he's always hustling around, and he's that guy. We talked about him on that first line. He's going to pick up those rebound goals. He has 7 goals already. He is the leading scorer on this team as we got an offsides call here on the Lakers. Aiden Melville, he's scored his 7th goal tonight, came in with 5 goals into this one. The leading scorer on this team for the Lakers. He'll put some of them straight in, but most of his goals come off the post, come in that crease. He's always in the right spot.
Yeah, absolutely. He's putting himself in the right position to pick up those goals, and you absolutely need someone that on that first line to do that. So
it's nice to see those pure goal scorers, but you need a guy like Melville just finds a way to get to the back of the net, and nobody outworks him. As a Brandon Valley player's taking a couple checks on that far side. In on that was Sutton, as Elsher tries to scramble this thing up a little deep, higher in his defensive zone. Now Van Gilder's going to come out. He's got Dorneman on his left. Van Gilder's going to go in, throws it all the way across. Chasing over there is Roberts. Remember, in that end of that last period, it was Melville from Solheim. 5 seconds left. The Lakers have scored with 5 seconds left in both periods thus far, as it's tipped away as a Brandon Valley works it away to the waiting arms of Nygaard. Nygaard, he's that senior goalie as a referee goes down on that far side. And this is Van Gilder. Van Gilder's going to go in 1-on-2. He's got a nice-looking shot flat on the ice. Pad save over there by Klitz. As this one is pushed down by Brandon Valley into the offensive zone. Nice play there by Tate Marco with a body check in the near corner. This is Butler. Butler's going to try to look for Root as he's in between the wheels. And there's Root in front. He can't get enough on it as a shot. Offensive play here for the Lakers out into the neutral zone. Neutral zone play here for the Lakers. This is Elsher pushing it up to Butler. He got a piece of it. As a Root. The Lakers winning the races to the puck right now in the beginning of this third period. It does make a difference. Now Brandon Valley comes in 2-on-2. And a pass can't be handled, pushing it in. That was number 22, Cody Dorsett. We haven't said his name. He plays on that line with Peterson and Khalil as this one goes up into the net off the stick of Max Miller.
Yeah, good to see some of those other Brandon Valley guys getting themselves involved in the offensive zone, trying to get an opportunity there on Nygaard, who's holding real strong for the Watertown Lakers.
You get into this third period, and first touches on pucks are going to be important, and thus far, Lakers seem to be winning all the races. There's a good-looking shot there, stepping around that. That was Trip Stevens. Trip Stevens, he steps around Watch this. He comes out of that face-off. That's a good-looking shot.
Yeah, great shot. Getting himself open to be able to make that shot.
Nygaard flashing just a little bit of leather. In this 8-3 scoring opportunity here, this is Kozuski. Kozuski gets taken off the puck as he put the brakes on as he got into the offensive zone, and it comes out to the neutral zone. Regrouping there is Elscher. Back over to Kozuski. Kozuski, Melville, Solheim are in. This goes to Melville. Looking over across. Solheim couldn't quite get it off the pad of Kleitz. As that group went in the offensive zone in a hurry, like they've been doing the entire game, they pushed that thing right up to the crease.
Yeah, Melville coming in there and, kind of doing the dirty work there again, getting it into the goalie. So
you don't want to call him. You don't call him a garbage man, but yeah, maybe he is. We'll take it.
He gets a lot of goals doing it.
Getting a lot of goals. And the Brandon Valley player went down right in front of the bench and got a round of applause as he was trying to get off the ice and blew a tire. This is Solheim working behind his own goalie. Elscher get there to help him out. Puck goes out front and up into the net. As Sutton was there playing defense on a point-blank shot. That shot went by Max Miller.
Yeah, cool to see the Lakers running their man-to-man defense there. Sutton was right in the position that he needed to be, even though there was kind of a scrum behind the net, able to get a tip and set it up into the net.
Lakers coach's staff has put in a man-to-man defense. I don't know if the Lakers have ever played a man-to-man defense that I ever remember.
Not that I know of.
And that seems to be the new thing that a lot of teams are going with is the man-to-man. And if you got the bodies and the legs to do it, a long stretch pass, nice pass up there to Roberts. He hands that one off to Van Gilder. Tried to get it back to Roberts, maybe taken off a stick. As the Lakers work down in there, this is Roberts in that far side below the red line. He maintains control in that far corner, tips it back out. As Dorneman can't keep it on his stick, he kicks it around in the neutral zone. Brandon Valley tries to get it in the offensive zone. Cleanly, they can't. Back out to the neutral ice as Brandon Valley Ice Cats have to check up. Remy Redlin is back out there right now. This is Roberts. Roberts going to be one-on-one. A nice shot into the glove of Kleitz.
Yeah, good to see some neutral ice movement there from the Lakers trying to get it up and back into their offensive zone. Seems like we came out in this period a little bit differently than we did in the other two periods. We're coming out just looking to control the puck, looking to spend some time in the offensive zone, and just keep it out of the hands of the Ice Cats.
And we talked about it, the Watertown Lakers. The last thing you want to do is let up at an 8-3 lead. You want to keep things going and keep your systems moving at the speed that you want to play hockey. As the Lakers look for a stretch pass up to Butler. Butler up the neutral ice quickly up to Root. Root's going to be one-on-one. Takes a shot off the mask of Kleitz as he takes it right off the chops, and Brandon Valley pushing it in the offensive zone. This is Nygaard out of the goal, hands it off to Elscher. Sutton pushing it up to Root. This is Root going to look for a cross-ice pass. That got tapped away. Elscher tries to corral it, and he does in the neutral zone right in front of that Ice Cats bench. Lakers here on a bit of a long shift, if I'm not mistaken. Up into the neutral zone and turned back over to Cody Dorsett.
Yeah, Lakers definitely got caught on a long shift there, and it looks like they're trying to get off now, but it's pretty cool to hear them yelling in their own defensive zone, wheel, wheel, wheel. And then, so they're trying to keep their feet moving, trying to get it out of the zone, make that quick pass.
That coaching staff of the Lakers, they talk a lot about quick feet and getting your feet moving. That's what they believe in, and it's something that's maybe new to some of these kids, but it starts with the feet and goes from there. Offensive faceoff here, won by the Lakers. Now it's turned back into the offensive zone by Brandon Valley as the Lakers try to work it up out of that defensive zone. Melville taps it up to Kozuski. Solheim going to go in 2-on-2. Kozuski on a backhand. He loses the pass, maybe tried to pass it, lost it on his backhand. Now he dumps it back down to Solheim. He finds it in underneath that red line, pushes it up front over to Kozuski in point blank. And Kozuski, a patient play there by Solheim. And Kozuski scores the 9th goal for the Lakers. Watch this one. The patience. Patience by Solheim paid off there. Working again in back of the net. Watch the patience. He stays with it. There it is. And Kozuski
Yeah, real hard shot from Kosuski from so close away. It was having to be right where it needed to be, and he was able to fire it in for another one.
So the Lakers keep the pressure on with their 9th goal. Colton Kosuski from Solheim. If you're paying attention, that's 4 assists by Solheim, and he also has a goal to put on top of those 4 assists. This is Kosuski Melville coming into the offensive zone. Kosuski on a forehand, gets it tip-hicked off his stick, finds it back in that back corner. There to support is Melville. Brandon Valley up through the neutral zone, cross the red line. They're going to go in 1-on-2. That was Marco giving a nice timely shove there, and that was going in by Stevens. Yeah, some pushing and shoving starts to happen as this one is chipped out by Melville. A long, high puck out in the neutral zone as Elsher picks it up, and nice nifty move there by Elsher. That's senior defensive man. He got it up through the neutral zone all by himself. There's a puck for Dorneman. He can't get in nothing on it. As Brandon Valley now finds a neutral zone. A backhand pass to the near side. Forearm shots. Nice stick save there. As that shot went on there by Keffler, Hudson Keffler. We haven't said his name. Dorneman's going to take a shot off the skate of a player down on the far end as the Lakers turn the puck over in their offensive zone out to the neutral zone ice. Dumping it in is the Brandon Valley Ice Cats. And back to Elsher as he's going to push it along. Can't quite keep it on his stick. He looks like he's out of legs as he tries to work it up out of his defensive zone. Was Elsher. Sutton's going to get into it. He's going to push it up to Roberts. It's going to be Roberts. Going to go up to Dorneman. Dorneman going to get a good look, and he buries it. That was Roberts to Dorneman.
Yeah, what a great opportunity there. You know, we see late in the game like this how well these guys' hands really shine once their legs are kind of shot. They're so tired, but their hands are just still there. And it's pretty cool to get an opportunity like that and get one-on-one with the goalie and just put it right past
Bailey
him.
Dorneman, he's a junior. That's his first goal this year. That's kind of a surprise.
Yeah.
He's been kind of a staple on this one, and Roberts is going to get the assist as he passed it over in the neutral zone. So it's the Lakers scoring 10 goals for the first time this year. There's been times where the Lakers haven't scored 10 goals in 3 games.
Yeah. It's pretty cool to see.
This is Butler pushing it along over to Root. Butler gets it taken now. He gets it back. He's going to kick it around to himself. Comes out to the neutral zone where Marco is going to settle it down. Now they're going to push it forward into the offensive zone. Now content to throw it all the way down to the far end. Reporting there for the Lakers. Let's see. Oh, and we score again. I was looking at the sheets. We're going to have to get a replay on that one as I missed the entire play. It happened at 7:44. The Lakers are going to score again right here. Centering pass there, and that's going to go to...
It's like that was maybe Marco.
That's going to go to 24. Mitchell, we're going to have to look him up. That's what I was looking for. He reported to the ice. That's what I was looking for is number 24. He's going to get a goal here. We should be able to find this. How hard is it? Trevor Young. Trevor Young. Good to see you aboard, Trevor Young. As he's going to get the... And Boston Butler is going to get the assist. We didn't have Trevor Young as he plays an awful lot of JV, but he's going to get a goal from Boston Butler. That's a tandem that happened, I believe, at Bantams.
Yeah, really cool to see him come off the bench after, waiting his turn to come in and make a big play for the Lakers.
Yeah, 11-3, and we haven't mentioned it, but it's been run time. Anytime you get over 6 goals, it's run time. So we've been at run time for a while, Mitchell. You and I missed that fact.
Yeah.
But that's all right. That's why the period's going away so fast.
Yeah, maybe that's why we're missing everything at the moment.
Well, we missed the goal.
Yep.
We missed run time. That's
we missed
all right.
Trevor.
Well, Trevor Young, I saw him out there, and I wasn't familiar with his number. I probably should be, but I was digging around for it, and he scores a goal when I was looking for his name. Well, we found it. Trevor Young scores his first varsity goal of the season as the Lakers take it back around. That Brandon Valley goaltender, that's Solheim takes a shot, a high shot, no rebound to be found there for the Lakers. As now it's pushed in, it's going to go far enough for an icing there, and it does. As Brandon Valley is going to get an offensive face-off opportunity here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. It's been all Watertown Lakers.
Yeah, absolutely. Another shot off of Clyde's face down there coming from Solheim. I think he's maybe getting his bell rung a little bit.
Yeah, he has been rung in the mask a few times.
Yep.
He could maybe smell the rubber on a couple of those. And facing off right in front of us is Van Gilder as he gets it up to Roberts. Roberts on a backhand. Can't quite get it to Dorneman as it goes a little bit too far and chases down to the other end. Held in there by Roberts on the far side. Roberts going to step it around. Nice looking shot. Maybe a save there by Kleitz. As the offense continues here, as Brandon Valley brings it in there, 2-on-1. Nice play there, Remy Redlin. Remy Redlin taps it off. Now he's going to push it up the boards. He's feeling a little bit better. Good to see him in the lineup. On the far side, nice check over there by Sutton to clear the puck away. It comes out into the neutral zone. Pushing it down are the Lakers, back to the defense of Brandon Valley. Stretch pass up through the neutral zone. Look out, you got to handle that one as it was mishandled by the defense there for a second by Redlin. He recovered just fine. And Roberts now going to push it up out of the defensive zone, looking cross-ice neutral zone on the far side to McNamara. Van Gilder helps him out over on the far side in that far corner down below the red line. He gets surrounded by Brandon Valley players over in that far corner for Brandon Valley. Brandon Valley, that's Nolan Swenson playing defense down in that far corner. Stepping around there is Elsher. Elsher going to step it down, take a shot, missed everything.
Yeah, Elsher coming in with some great moves here late in the game, being able to grab the puck up at his defensive position and play some offense with it.
Yep, he plays a lot of offense, he does. He's not afraid to pinch down. He's been doing it for a while. You know, he's a senior. And as a senior, you start to feel pretty comfortable pinching down like that. Maybe if you're a sophomore or junior, don't know if I should pinch. He knows when to pinch and when not to. As Brandon Valley does take the offensive zone. Nice play there by Sutton as he's hassling big time Jordan Monteplaisir. And there's a puck, point blank. Puck is still loose. Brandon Valley digging for it. Nygaard's sitting on it. As we have 3:37 on a running clock here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena.
Yeah, I think we had all 5 Ice Cats shooting the puck at the same time on Nygaard on that one, so able to sit down on it and keep it out of the goal.
Cole Nygaard has seen 23 shots today. However, the Lakers have put 42 shots on Brandon Valley and has scored 11 of them. As Elsher loses the puck right behind his own goalie, and it is cleared out there by Dahl for the Lakers. It is Connor Dahl. He wears number 14. There's goes a pretty good shot on. I think that was by Jake Root. And we're already playing offense down on the far end. There goes a shot looking for Jake Root on the porch. He can't get it on his stick. As Jake Root, he's a force out there. He's a big player. And are we going to have a penalty? Haven't had one yet.
I'm not sure what we have here.
Well, they're not fixing the net.
I don't know what we have.
I don't know what that whistle was about, but it stopped at 2:34 on that running clock.
Wondered if that puck may have been stuck in a jersey or something.
I don't know, but we blew the whistle. I thought we were going to get our first penalty. When's the last time you've seen a hockey game with no penalty? Not a penalty called in an 11-3 game here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena as the defense for the Lakers works it up out of the defensive zone, and going down to the far end is number 38, of course, this Colin Solheim. He gets it taken off of his stick, and this one's going to go all the way down for an icing call. Offensive faceoff coming for that first line for the Lakers, Kozuski, Melville, Solheim.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a little bit of a moment here like we did in the first and the second period where everybody's kind of just a little bit slower than normal. I don't know if it's just kind of a little bit of a lull, maybe 11-3 games doing that, but we'll see if anybody can generate some more offense here.
Well, and you get a running clock, and that period in a running clock takes exactly 17 minutes, and that's what it is. It runs off. And there's one of the players was that Solheim was pushed into the back of the net. He didn't appreciate that. As the net does stay on its moorings, nonetheless, we get a whistle in the back. Are we going to see a penalty here? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think we got the net off, and I think we also covered the puck there. Clyte's got it covered after all that mess, but I did see all the air underneath the net when he got pushed into it. So
Colin Solheim taking a pretty good shot there behind the net. And you have to know when you bring a kid like Colin Solheim that he's going to take his hits. It's not going to take long for people around the league to figure out that he is playing for the Watertown Lakers, as he played his first game last night in Aberdeen for the Lakers, and welcome him back to the school in the town of Watertown, where he played Bantam hockey for the Lakers, and now he's back playing varsity hockey. As this puck trickles all the way down for an icing call, Brandon Valley will have an offensive faceoff on a running clock. I don't know if they're going to put the puck down. We're at 25 seconds.
yeah, it's going to be real close here. Very fast period.
When you get that running clock, we just figured out it was a running clock. It's a running clock anytime you get over 6 goals. As we're going to drop the puck with about 10 seconds left here, and this was won by Van Gilder as he pokes along. Just a little puck possession here, and Van Gilder takes this down to the far end as he skates into the offensive zone, loses the puck, and this one is over. A good outing by the Watertown Lakers. Let's talk a little bit about the third period. We know what happened in the second period, 9 goals. In the third period, there was 3 goals by the Watertown Lakers. Solheim to Kazuski at 11:55 and 8:42. It was Roberts to Dorneman. And then Trevor Young scores from Butler. Those 2 guys have connected in the past, I think, at the Bantam level. And that one does it as Young, and we were looking for his number as he reported to the ice. We didn't have him on our sheet. We're looking for his number to call his name, and he scores a goal, so then we had to find it.
Colin Solheim's player.
And Colin Solheim is the Buffalo Wild Wings player of the game. I don't know what they get. Maybe they get some wings, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, hopefully they get to go eat after the game, get refueled up for tomorrow against the Mitchell Marlins.
So Colin Solheim, welcome aboard with the first player of the game here at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. The Watertown Lakers have to do it all over again tomorrow against the Mitchell Marlins. Perhaps Quentin Jorgensen and Grady Bodsberg will be back in the lineup. I'm not sure as how that's going to play out, but you have to remember the Lakers missing 2 players in this one and played a really good game.
Yeah, absolutely. We, of course, look forward to bringing those guys back if they make it back on the ice tomorrow. But all being said, I thought that the Lakers played a very sound game as far as getting back to their plays and getting back into their defensive situation and stuff like that. I thought they were very well rounded to take down the Ice Cats.
An important weekend for the Lakers as they had slid in the standings to that 9th position, and you got to like this if you're the Lakers. You get a chance to do it again. You have to beat these teams. Brandon Valley Ice Cats came in 0-6 and looking for their first win. Mitchell, I'm not sure what they did today as they played Sioux Center, and both of those teams looking for their first win of the year, so it'd be interesting to see what happens. One of those teams are going to get their first win of the year. As the replays keep playing, you can watch those. But Mitchell's going to come in and looking for their first win if they didn't already win today. But as the Lakers, you could get yourself to 4-4 at the end of this weekend, and that helps in the standings.
Yeah, great way to come back after Christmas break here. I think they got a little bit of time off, so it'd be nice to see them get back up to 4-4 going into the better part of their season here as we look on to the state tournament.
Yeah, you start looking at the state tournament, and things can shake out a lot, but you start looking at some of them top teams. I would guess that East and Rushmore aren't going to go anywhere between now and getting closer to that March time. And Wahi Capitals, we talked about them. A little bit of a surprise based on the personnel. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I know John Winkler from Oahe, he must be happy. He's the broadcaster there and a good broadcaster in all the sports for Oahe. But they're sitting at 3rd right now. That's maybe one team that can slide around a little bit. Then you get the Sioux Falls West at 5-1, Yankton, Brookings, Huron in that order. So things can slide around, especially in the middle of that pack. And, of course, Watertown wants to be one of those teams that can move up. As we look at it, we're going to finish up with some highlights here. That was the one that was just pushed through by Solheim. So it's a big victory. It's for the Lakers. You have to like this one you get you back on the track.
Yeah, absolutely. I think their momentum is in the right direction now, and hopefully they can carry that into tomorrow and, really believe that they are set up to get back up in the middle of the pack of those standings going late into the year here.
This is the time of year when you have to believe, and it was 11-3 victory for the Watertown Lakers over the Brandon Valley Ice Cats. We will be back with you tomorrow. For some reason, I don't know what time that game is tomorrow.
I think we have a 2 o'clock game tomorrow.
Is it a
maybe a
2
noon.
o'clock game?
2
All
o'clock.
right, they're telling me it's a 2 o'clock game, so that's when I need to be here. But it'll be Jim and maybe Mitchell will join us again, depending on what's going on. But I will be here, and I will bring you that game at 2 o'clock. So from the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena, it's 11-3 victory for the Lakers over the Brandon Valley Ice Cats. For Jim and Mitchell, we will see you tomorrow at the Prairie Lakes Ice Arena.